Hello, welcome to our demonstration on cell transport. We will cover the semi-permeable membrane, simple diffusion of oxygen into the cell, osmosis through the use of an aquaporin protein, and a sodium-potassium pump.
First, we are going to explain the semi-permeable membrane. The semi-permeable membrane is made up of three parts: the phospholipid bilayer, cholesterol, and many different proteins. The membrane is semi-permeable because it only lets specific molecules pass and keeps out other molecules. The phospholipid bilayer is the bulk of the cell membrane. The phospholipid bilayer is made up of hydrophilic heads and hydrophobic tails. The tails are attracted to each other, creating a bond. The bilayer tends to favor small, uncharted molecules passing through. Charged molecules are too hydrophilic to pass through the tails. Cholesterol is dispersed evenly through the phospholipid bilayer. Cholesterol is hydrophobic, and the main use of cholesterol is to prevent the bilayer from hardening during cold temperatures and keeps the bilayer from falling apart at higher temperatures. The proteins are the attachment protein, the receptor protein, the channel transport protein, the active transport protein, the passive transport protein, the junction protein, and the glycoprotein. An attachment protein attaches to other attachment proteins on other cells. A receptor protein binds with signaling molecules and relays the message to the cell. Channel transport protein are hydrophobic near the tails but hydrophilic on the inside. This allows charged molecules and larger molecules to pass into the cell. The flow of molecules goes from higher to lower concentration. Active transport proteins are like channel transport proteins, but active transport uses ATP and moves molecules from low to high concentration.
Next, we have oxygen entering the cell during simple diffusion. Simple diffusion is the movement of molecules across a semi-permeable membrane from a higher concentration to a lower concentration. As you can see, the large number of oxygen gas molecules on the extracellular side are moving towards the intracellular side. Oxygen is the important component of cellular respiration. The oxygen attempts to create equilibrium on both sides of the semi-permeable membrane. Even though the net movement of oxygen across the membrane becomes zero, the movement of molecules across the cell membrane never ceases.
Next, we have a demonstration of osmosis. Osmosis is the movement of water molecules from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Osmosis is a form of facilitated diffusion or helped diffusion. Osmosis mainly happens through the use of an aquaporin protein. Water is very charged, so it struggles crossing the phospholipid bilayer. Water is used in our cells as the main component of the cytoplasm.
Finally, we have a demonstration of a sodium-potassium pump. The sodium-potassium pump is a form of active transport. ATP is used to move the protein open and close. The sodium is being pumped out of the cell in groups of 3. Potassium is being pumped out of the cell in groups of 2. Sodium is used for generating electrical signals in our neurons. If too much sodium builds up, it can cause our cells to malfunction, potentially being fatal. Potassium is used to maintain intracellular fluid volume. Thank you for listening to our informational video.